Look at this chode.
He means you, Jake.
Dude, I don't acknowledge that negative energy in my life. Effortlessly.
Oh, for a second I thought you were just getting a BJ.
I wish. We'll definitely have to edit that out. Or not, actually.
Yeah. Anyway.
Wait, why would you have to edit that?
I assume Cody told you as well.
I didn't.
I'll tell you.
Oh boy.
What episode was it?
It was 2 episodes ago. So, Sopranos.
Sopranos, yeah.
Was it Sopranos?
Yeah, it was Sopranos.
Okay.
I was getting a blowjob at one point during the recording of it.
What? Dude, I did not notice anything, even editing. I would have zero clue.
But because I played it off pretty well, but if truth be told, I was like, there's at one point, if you were to go back and watch, like I like leaned back farther from the mic. Have better angling, otherwise I'm all the way up here.
See, I thought you were just checked out. Like I was like, oh, Jake done got too high and wasn't very present. That's what I thought.
No. Under this desk was a person who was blowing me. So.
Wow. Yeah. So, is that staying in this whole story? I don't know,
because she listens to this. Like she's been listening to the last bunch of episodes, so I'll see.
I mean, people like to become a character in their favorite shows. Well, in one sense, good for you, bro. In another sense, I'm completely grossed out that you were getting a blowjob, giving us eye contact while we talked about Sopranos.
As someone who's already been in this situation with Jake.
Cody, there's no way you're disappointed in me.
Not in the slightest.
Yeah,
I didn't say I'm disappointed in you. The first thing I said was, good job, bro. The second thing I said was
making eye contact. If you look, there's points where I'm like looking down, talking to someone.
I guess I just did not even notice. I just figured you were doing Jake stuff. So.
I'm such a thespian that I can pass off. My sleazy sexual activities is just mere, Jake nuances.
What a Tony Soprano move, though. I will say that too.
I know, right? Seriously. I was channeling horror Tony Soprano energy that episode. If you're told, none of it was my idea, it was hers. So it was pretty dope.
You were not the mastermind, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But anyways, I don't know. I'll debate what I want to do with that.
That could be an alternate beginning. Like me and Cody were talking before the episode started, and we were actually getting into a pretty interesting conversation. Cody, you were saying the first time you smoked, you felt really guilty.
Yeah. Did you feel really guilty when you started smoking weed?
The first time I ever got high on my own, because my brother had me smoke weed for my bar mitzvah. So when I was 13, but then that was it. I never smoked weed again until I was 15, 16. And there was this kid named Tim Kowalski who lived off Fordham Road in the Bronx. Shout out to Tim. I haven't seen him since, what was this, 9th grade? I haven't seen him since then. So
Killer Kowalski.
He could be dead or whatever. But anyway, shout out to him. He was cool. He was cool as fuck because he was a real BX kid, poor little white boy. And then he had his weed in what was it? I think it was a Kermit the Frog stuffed animal.
Nice.
And dude, that was the first time I was really high. And I was and then after a while, he's all right, man. He's I gotta go to bed. I was well, fuck. I gotta take the train from Fordham back to New Rochelle. I was I don't know. I was fuck. And had to navigate my way back and all high at nighttime in the Bronx in the winter. I don't think I felt guilty, but I felt super anxious. It wasn't enjoyable, to be honest.
I bet it wasn't. That sounds awful. Anthony, you were not guilty.
No, I was no. So like, I don't like. I guess what we were talking about, like, not how it like made you feel like actually smoking, but like, so like what Cody was saying, like he felt like he was guilty, but I felt like I was being a badass. You know what I mean? Like I didn't feel bad for what I was doing. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm gonna smoke.
Bad.
Like fuck,
Little George Thorogood.
bad to the bone. But no, like like it was like it just felt super rebellious, and I was like, yeah, I'm smoking, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. There's nothing really that extreme about it, like like so. But I always like that aspect of it. Now that it's legal, that's cool. I mean.
I had to hide it. And then like, my mom, like once I like literally how stupid it was. I tried to roll weed into toilet paper because that's all I had. I didn't know that rolling papers were specific. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, I did that once. I tried to roll it into regular paper.
Yeah. And then like my mom smelt it in my room and she was like, you smoking weed? And I was like, she's like, do you even know how? And then she's like, what did you even use? And I was toilet paper. She was just like, ask your brother. Like, my parents never tried to stop me from smoking weed so much as they were like, if you're going to start doing drugs, like, ask your older siblings on how to
do them the right way.
Yeah, like, honestly. And I actually credit it to, like, dude, I never fucking, like, overdosed or got alcohol poisoning. Or every one of my friends who grew up in a strict household who then, when they went to college and got the freedom to do drugs, fucking, like, got addicted to pills and crazy shit. So, yeah, Cody's waving his hand. That's what happened. Grow up.
Yeah, dude, I grew up in a super strict Christian household, and that's why I felt the guilt I did, and that's why I became the insane party dog that I am now.
The legend you see before you.
If you try to put people in a box, they explode, and not always in the best way.
True.
You know what I mean?
No, I mean, my house was pretty strict too, but not in like a Christian sort of way, like in an Italian household sort of way.
Catholic.
Not even Catholic. No, not even like that. Not in any religious sense is what I mean. Like in a just like, whatever my dad says goes. So those are the rules. And whether I like them or not, those.
Even without that, the Catholic Church is a very prevalent thing within Italian culture, whether you practice the religion or not. So that,
Yeah. I mean,
a lot of Italy.
No, for sure.
Is like from Catholic teachings.
Yeah. For sure. I get what you mean.
That's what I mean.
It's the same kind of morality system.
Exactly. Yeah. It's also like there is no argument. You do as you're told.
Yeah, exactly.
And to do otherwise is to like, if you disrespect your father, if you disrespect the church, it's like the greatest evil you could ever do.
Yeah, sounds an awful lot like one of the characters from the show we're about to talk about.
Oh,
who?
Homelander. What do you mean who?
Oh,
what he says goes. You don't fuck with Homelander.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm going to be straight up. I am Team Homelander all the
Yeah, of course you're Team Homelander.
Yeah, I knew.
I'm Team Homelander, dog.
I saw that coming a mile away.
But here, dig this. I'm not one of his like MAGA followers. Like I wouldn't be there.
Of course, that's not what you
rallies, are. But I'm just like
not Jake.
As a character,
no, of course
like,
not.
No, I wouldn't be there. I don't care about that shit. But I just like as a character, dude, Homelander's the most compelling character in the show, hands down. He's the most fleshed out.
I think everybody's pretty cool.
I think this season proved that
is cool.
But he's like really
Homelander almost has the most depth out of all of them.
He definitely has a lot of depth, that's for sure. I mean, those scenes where he's fucking channeling Willem Dafoe and Spider-Man in the mirror. I mean, they're obviously using. It's not the same kind of thing. He's obviously doing different takes. Willem Dafoe was doing something completely different, but I feel like that's what's inspired that those scenes, And I like those scenes a lot.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I'll be honest. So, well, fuck it. Before we go any further.
Yeah, jumping in.
You already know. If you can't tell by now, ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about The Boys here on Comics and Chronic. And I take it we're going to talk about what? All 3 seasons or just this newest season?
All of them.
All of them,
really? Oh, shit. I thought we were just going to talk about the new season.
But we haven't even talked about the other 2. We could briefly talk about the other 2. I mean, it's awesome. The show is awesome. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Whatever. I go for it.
Thought it was a season 3 emphasis.
Yeah. I thought we were just talking about, like, like when we like if there was a new season of a new show, but whatever. Well, we could. There's no reason why we can't talk about the other seasons.
Might as well catch everybody up. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot to catch up on. Basically,
that's what I'm saying. It's a lot. I just don't remember it all.
Well, if people are listening who don't know what The Boys is, it's basically a comic book show where the superheroes are like really fucked up people and shenanigans happens.
Yeah, the superheroes are not good guys in this. Actually, this show is one of those shows that does a really great job of blurring the lines for absolutely everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, so which brings me to my point. I got to be honest, the last episode I loved, and I almost loved it, like especially because, dude, that scene with Homelander and his son, there's like infinitely more humanity and empathy in that one scene with Homelander than they've given him. Like
Oh, for sure.
it adds a layer of depth to him.
And
it's
it
like,
felt real.
It felt real. And it's also like it's like this. It's like, is Homelander fucked up? Absolutely. But that doesn't mean he doesn't love people and or his son and or care. It'd be like, say you have like a racist person who raised their kids to be racist. They still love their kids. You know what I mean? Like they might be
I see
shitty
it more
people,
like
but you cannot
Homelander-
deny the fact that they're like.
No, I disagree.
They
I see
care.
Homelander as like just the ultimate narcissist. He only loves himself. By extension, he loves his son. That's just really it.
No, I disagree. I disagree with that.
Then
I think
who else does? I mean, I guess he loves Stormfront, but he treats her really fucked up. The people he claims to really
She
love.
died, didn't
Yeah,
She killed
yeah, he
herself.
didn't give a shit. She was jerking him off while she was like had like she was dying
wanted
of
to jerk him
burns.
off.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think Homelander. I get what you mean in the sense that we get to see his more vulnerable side, and like maybe he's not a complete psycho, but he's a broken thing.
Yeah,
But he's
is
broken, but that doesn't mean he's a
complete
psycho.
narcissist and a psycho. He's completely a psycho.
Yeah.
I don't think so, man. I think
He blew up dude's brains out.
so. No, those things are true, but you guys are glossing over that scene. Like you don't understand, like from a writing and like an acting standpoint. Like no, man, that adds a layer of depth and humanity to him.
But that doesn't.
And
He can
pathos.
have.
I agree with
He
that.
can
Yeah, of
have
course it does
depth
that.
and humanity
Yeah.
and be a psychopath. Those things aren't mutually.
What I'm disagreeing with is your guys' notion that he doesn't love. I disagree with
But
that.
then who does he
Ooh.
love then? That's what I guess
Yeah.
that would be my question. Like,
his son. It's the family he always wanted.
no, right.
He
I agree
even-
that he
no,
loves
time
his
out.
son.
He even liked most of the people on his team, but he doesn't love them because they fucking disappointed him. And so why didn't he murder A-Train? Why didn't he murder the Deep? He said he could have. He should have. I'm not justifying him, but I'm saying like, dude, the guy just wants a family in his own warped, twisted way. And he didn't get that from anyone. Why did he murder Butcher? Like, dude, that final fight, Homelander didn't murder anyone. Like, the whole thing was building up towards a one-on-one with him and Butcher.
How does that prove he loves people? He just uses
That doesn't prove he
people.
loves-
And
I just mean like, this dude's such a monster, but he could have killed at any moment and he didn't.
so I think you're making a lot of good points, even though I don't agree with like the overall point you're making, I guess. Like, he did. That's part of the 7. Like he does treat them like his own fucked up family. And this season is about family in a big way.
Yes.
Right. Like, especially this season.
But he was also vulnerable in the scene with Soldier Boy. When Soulja Boy calls
for
him a
sure.
disappointment.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying is like, I don't think he does not have potential to love. I don't know if he's not, I'm just saying he's not one dimensional. I'm saying he's like a little more
I
dimensional.
I never
than some
said
of
he
the
was
other
one
characters.
dimensional.
We're just saying he's a psychopath.
Yeah.
Who's incapable of real love.
Like, you're not wrong about.
I
You're
don't,
not
agree, I
wrong.
don't agree that he's a psychopath.
He blew a
I
man's.
think he's misunderstood.
He's been murdering people constantly.
Okay.
He has a hair trigger snap. He'll like kill you if he wants.
I don't know.
Like, here's
The dude
someone
attacked his son, honestly.
Here's the
If someone
closest
attacked
person-
KO, Cody, would you not defend him?
No, hold on. We're agreeing with you, dude, that he loves his son. We're not disagreeing with that. But his son is literally just an extension of himself.
That's literally how family works.
He's not like Superman, who like you would say loves the people of Earth, right? Like Homelander and Soldier Boy is his father, but he's arguably a clone of Soldier Boy, whether or not that's true. Like it's still very like narcissistic. Like his son is just like, isn't his son like? Well, no, he raped Billy Butcher's wife. That's how his son is born, right?
Yeah.
No,
So-
that's not like confirmed. It's obviously
is.
it's never been confirmed. Not even she confirmed it.
It's just what you.
For some.
It's what's implied and assumed, but it's not confirmed
okay.
whatsoever.
I get what you're saying.
It's not. So, and Homelander timeout to almost defend this non-confirming point. This season with Maeve, when he says, "I'll harvest your eggs."
Yeah.
And before that, she goes,
Fuck
"I'll
it.
never open my legs for you." And Homelander goes, "Ugh, gross. I would never force myself on you." He says that. He's like, "I'll harvest your eggs, but I'm not going to rape you." He's like, "We're not savages, Maeve." Like, so it's like, I don't know if he did rape Becca It's not confirmed. It's in that gray area of storytelling so as to leave. It's the very reason they keep him around. I thought he was going to die this season, but he didn't. And I'm kind of glad he didn't. He's the strongest part of the show.
Homelander, you mean?
Homelander's the strongest part of the show.
For sure. I mean, he's what, keeps everything together in the sense that like we want to see either Homelander do some fucked up shit or them try to take him down in some way. I mean, yeah, no one's saying he's one dimensional, but he is a psycho. And
completely a psycho.
This season,
who do you think is worse, him or Billy Butcher? Because Billy Butcher is manipulative, uses people for his own personal
Well, that's
gain,
what's so great about
kills
the boys.
people. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's the real psycho?
I'm not saying Billy Butcher isn't a sociopath.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah, we haven't even got to Billy Butcher this season because Billy Butcher does a ton of fucked up shit, especially this season. He's not innocent and in the slightest.
He dropped a dude into a bag of cocaine in which he could have overdosed.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, but that was pretty cool.
All of that was cool. Dude, that whole scene when the termite jumps in the dude's penis.
Yeah, that was great. You think that was a reference to, I don't know if it's in the comics, but it almost seemed like it would be a reference to the meme of Ant-Man going in Thanos' ass.
No, man, I don't believe in this whole give credit to everything that came before it because it came before it. Who's to say someone saw that meme? It's just based on how crazy the comic is, that probably is in the comics for all I know.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like
There's
it's
literally
something.
A dude with a 20-foot penis in the comics.
Yeah. And if something like Hero-gasm is in the comics, then
exactly.
it's not far from that.
Like, I get it. It's funny, but it's like, whoa, that borrowed from the great Ant-Man Thanos meme. It's like, did it? Marvel's the source of every show's inspiration, whether it be mirror scenes or penis scenes. Come on, man.
Marvel pioneered the penis scene.
Jake, coming into this.
No, you guys are just Marvel simping right now, and it's disgusting.
No, I'm
First of
not.
all, Marvel didn't even make that. It's a meme someone made about the movie.
You're Marvel fandom simping.
Jake came into this episode ready for violence.
Yeah, he came in hot.
I had
Jake's coming in hot today.
2 sativa edibles. So I wanted to have high energy. I didn't want Indica to put me to sleep for the boys. I came in.
Dude, but yeah, that's one of the things is that the good guys are bad and the bad guys are good. You know what I mean? Like they're the show and nobody's the only people who are arguably good people are Starlight and Huey. And Huey really blurs the line this season too.
Huey blurred the line a lot. It was literally like while Kimiko is dying in the back of a van, looking at himself for his powers, like nice, no regard for others this season.
I mean, in that one scene, sure. Huey's cool. I like Huey a lot. I root for Huey all the time.
Of course, Anthony would be Huey in the show. Anthony would be Huey, dude.
Yeah, he's the heart of the team.
I know we're gonna do this later. We're gonna pick everyone, but you're Huey.
Oh yeah, I knew you guys were gonna say I was Huey. That's a no-brainer.
Who's Cody?
Oh, see, I mean, you're giving off Homelander vibes this episode, Jake, but I kind of saw Cody a bit as Homelander for a lot of the things this season.
What?
Cody's not Homelander by a.
I don't think I'm Homelander at all.
Yeah, come on, that's absurd.
Cody, you claim that if someone fucks with you, you could become like Rage Cody and knock him out, right? I mean.
Yeah, but
is it possible?
Cody's Homelander.
I could fight if I had to, but I'm not a violent person by nature. I think Jake is easily way more
Jake
Homelander.
Is Homelander then. Okay.
Yeah, by a long shot.
Yeah. I don't even necessarily want to be Homelander, but I'm more Homelander than Cody is.
I have too much conscience to be
the justification
Homelander.
of any true sociopath. I have too much conscience
to be Homelander is what I'm saying.
I don't think. So here's the thing: is I think Homelander is obviously a bad piece of shit. He's not as murderous as he could be. In fact, one of the I like when he shows restraint because it just shows you've seen a character who when he loses his shit, murders. And when he goes to see his son Ryan and the woman Grace is reaching for her cell phone. And he's like, stop. He's like, oh no. He's like, I can hear those fumbling fingers trying to grab your phone. Toss it. I don't know. Homelander makes the show for me. I love the show and I love everyone on it, but he like cinches the deal for me.
See, I like
it's like King Joffrey. You love to hate him, or vice versa. You hate to love him.
Yeah, exactly. He's that kind of TV character.
Like he's such a good villain that you're like, I don't really want him to die quite yet.
He's probably going to be. I feel like that'll probably be the series finale. Is the death of Homelander,
which they've already ruined low key.
Have they?
Yes. Do you want me to hot spoil some things for it? It's not going to happen because they already killed it. But
well, I mean, haven't they like deviated from the books already? Like they're not gonna.
Yeah, but this part of the book's pretty cool, and it's a cool way of keeping the Homelander going.
What's up
in the comics? Black Noir. You find out who Black Noir truly is.
Oh, he's like a Homelander clone, right?
He's a Homelander clone, but he's still quiet and whatnot, and he kills Homelander.
Oh.
And he becomes like Homelander. It's basically like the same thing like in that movie Invincible with the two blue. It's like, I'm the first clone. It's kind of like that. And you think to yourself like, oh man, thank God he's done. And then Black Noir dons the Homelander costume and he's like, he may not be like as eccentric, but he's still fucking, he's a murderous son of a bitch. So
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So you're like, dear God, this is still going to go on.
See, going back to this Homelander love, I thought like that the scene when he kills Black Noir, I felt like that was a moment where I was like, maybe Homelander really, he's like out of all of them, it seems like at least he gave him the most respect.
I'm not saying he's not warped, but like you got to admit, like the dude is hurt in his own fucking weird way.
Right.
And when he like kills Black Noir, I agree with you. He showed regret. He was like, I don't want to do this.
Right.
Also, earlier in the season, he like pats Black Noir. He's like, I'm really glad you're here with me, buddy. Like, he like loves him.
But Black Noir can't speak, right? So there's no way he could say no to Homelander. So of course Homelander loves him because again, he just loves when he needs people to say yes to him all the time. He can't be undermined. He can't seem small in any way, or else he's gonna murder you. Like that's why he's a psycho. No matter whatever he does,
that he can't know what Black Noir says. He even says in the final episode, he's like, I'm the only one that could see your facial expressions under your mask. He's like, I'm the
right. No, I didn't even say he can't know what Black Noir says. I'm just saying Black Noir can't say no to him. Like he can't be like, I'm gonna fuck you. Like
he can
stand there. Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like he never says no, regardless. Like up until that moment, like he's not even saying no. He just never told. The only reason he dies is because he didn't reveal, or he just never said that he knew about Soldier Boy. Let's talk about Soldier Boy because he's fucking awesome.
Do you think he's done for in the series?
No, I think they put him on ice for a reason to either bring him back or, I mean, I would like to see him. I like that character. He was cool.
Yeah, very cool. He was awesome because he was like the antithesis to Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
But
they played on that really well. Yeah,
beefed up. Yeah, like I love that he was racist and just like
you love that he was racist.
Yeah, well, I mean, because it makes sense. Because he was alive.
I know what you mean. Yeah. That's who you would expect someone from that era to act like. And obviously, he was just a dirtbag all around. But I loved how he was very similar to Homelander. But I love the differences between the two. Like you felt like you might survive a moment with Soldier Boy. He's not as quick.
Yeah,
but he's still another psycho.
I really like the scene, honestly, when he finally you think he's gonna help Homelander because it's his son, and then he puts his hand on his shoulder. He's like, "Jesus Christ, you're pathetic." And Homelander's like, "What?" Like he just look at you, fucking wanting all this attention like a Nancy boy. And then you're just like, oh shit. Like I'll be honest.
I was gonna say Jake's gives me the Soldier Boy vibe. That's why I wasn't gonna pick him for Homelander earlier. I feel like you're more Soldier Boy than Homelander.
I disagree.
Why do you disagree?
I don't know.
I feel like you have some Soldier Boy vibes.
Yeah, but so does Homelander. He's his son.
Yeah, they have similar vibes, but I don't know. There's something about Soldier Boy that I'm connecting the two in my head.
I think Jake just wants to suck Homelander's dick really bad.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Lots of disagreeing in this episode. I don't like it. You should agree with everything I say from this point forward.
Otherwise, he's going to laser you.
It's not just me. Cody disagreed with you calling him Homelander.
I know. I'm saying a disagreement all around. No more disagreements.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, we can all agree that the show is straight fire. I think you guys are confusing my love of the character development of Homelander as not straight fuego.
I loved everyone's storyline this season except for Frenchie's like his side storyline. I liked his one with Kimiko, but I didn't like the whole little Nina thing. It was just like they could have taken that out.
I liked it.
So there's some flaws in the final episode, you guys. Some glaring flaws. I'm serious.
Okay, what?
Okay, so for one thing, I was kind of mad, or not mad. I was kind of bummed Maeve didn't die. She was barely in the season. She's a cool character, but I feel like, if truth be told, no one really died except for Black Noir, which I thought was crazy. I was like, all right, I thought more characters were going to die. I feel like from a storytelling perspective, more characters should die. Maeve should have been one of them. Okay, so she tackles Soldier Boy out of like what? The 80th floor of the Vought Tower. He goes full nuclear. And we've already seen that when he hits you with a nuclear blast, you lose your powers. So you're telling me she A, survived the blast, and then B, survived like the fall to the ground and did splat everywhere? That's kind of weird. Kimiko almost died because he got hit by him.
Does she have Compound V, or is she just from the Amazon or wherever?
No, she's a Compound V person. She's not like
everyone is.
They're all
That's how. That's how powers come to be.
Yeah.
Oh, so no one in the boys' universe could have powers unless they were like injected with.
No, they've all been experimented on. That was in the
first season.
Yeah, they revealed that.
So I'm saying I don't remember.
Homelander's child might be the first.
Yeah, because he would be made from Homelander.
Oh,
Homelander had sex with a girl, so he would be the first natural.
Gotcha.
But no, yeah. So that's what I mean. It's like you guys don't think that's like a flaw, like a writing flaw.
I mean, I just don't care.
Yeah, but like we saw him blast Kimiko in the Russian laboratory, and she literally is almost dying, can't heal anymore. Her powers are gone until Frenchie re-injects her with Compound V. And you're saying Maeve took on a full, like, much more powerful nuclear blast while falling?
Maeve was also way more powerful than Kimiko.
I disagree wholeheartedly.
What?
Kimiko can heal. Kimiko can literally come back from the dead if it's not the nuclear blast thing.
But Maeve can.
She's just like super duper strong. But
she went toe to toe with Stormfront and Homelander.
Yeah, I feel like it makes sense. Like maybe she doesn't have her powers now. That's why she's so fucked up. But that
she had a broken arm and was limping. She should have been way more fucked up than that.
I don't know. I'm with Cody. I just don't care. I'm like, whatever.
I don't care. It doesn't
maybe
really
she's not even going to
me.
come back, but it seems like they shelved her and Soldier Boy. So maybe they come back for the season after this. Or
I just feel like for Cody, especially you, who criticized superheroes not dying and therefore there being no stakes. Like, come on! Like this show is awesome, but there were no really stakes because no one really died except for Black Noir.
I mean, but people are going to die, and they have been dying.
Yeah, we know Billy Butcher has a year to live, but he'll probably get. I feel like Billy Butcher will just get powers. Like, of course he will. Like, how they're not going to kill off Billy Butcher.
I don't know if he has a year to live. Is that like it's a?
They said 12 to 18 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he could stop taking it.
No, he can't. It doesn't matter if he took it. His
12 to 18 months. If he keeps taking it, it'll be even more less.
Like he'll just die instantly, probably.
But
no, I think
cured of his disease.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I think he'll get powers or something because I think apparently in the comics he does have powers. So I like, and we were hitting on it earlier. Billy Butcher this season basically becomes pretty damn close to the thing he hates the most, which is a super. And that scene in the last episode where it's like him and Homelander both doing heat vision. It's just like, what are you doing, Billy? Like, how do you find yourself here? You know, like the whole point of the boys is we don't have powers. And, you know, Billy has come this far just to like try. He'll go that far to try to get rid of Homelander. It's insane.
But he won't really go that far. In the last episode, he focused on Soldier Boy.
He was saving the kid.
Yeah, he was saving exactly. He chose the kid over Homeland. Right. So in that instance, right, we see Billy actually does have a bit of a heart. Like instead of the mission, he finally actually deviated to save someone. Just like you're saying Homelander is doing, you know, he actually cares about his son. So that's a weird connection between the two. Yeah.
So that's also what I would also argue is that Homelander held back in that final fight with Maeve. You're telling me Homelander can't wash Maeve?
I think you're underestimating Maeve. It seems like
I am, man. I think
I'm not saying that he didn't hold back, but I'm also
limitless power,
dude. Okay, I'm not saying he didn't hold back, but because I think he held back. I do agree with you there. I also agree with Anthony that you just madly underestimate Maeve. Maeve's a beast. She went toe to toe with Stormfront. You know what I mean?
Wasn't that cool?
Stormfront was a beast. What
They needed
show?
the whole squad to
Are
take
you
her out. Yeah.
so
No,
are
I
you
like-
so magnified by Homelander that you can't see
Oh my
how
God.
cool
Don't-
other
I'm
characters
telling
are?
you, Jake is like
Dude,
no
what are you-
anding us this
no.
whole episode.
No,
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
no,
ending
yes, you
to
are,
everything.
You guys are like, you're kind of like very narrow viewed, I feel.
What? You're literally
In
saying the
what
most
way?
narrow
No,
viewed things.
why?
dude.
Because I
What?
don't like the
can't-
same characters you like, and
No.
Cody.
No, literally
being
everything we
Time
say,
out.
you're like, no.
Cody being his like pandery self was like, whoa, are you such a MAGA? What are you talking about, dude? I like Kimiko. I like Starlight. What? Because Maeve and Stormfront don't do it for me. I'm like this.
No,
like,
I'm just saying. I'm not even,
misogynistic. I don't like females.
I never even said
Yeah,
anything
you're
about you're putting
dude,
words.
dude, hold on, time out, dude. Are you like on
You're-
something right now? Like you're putting
You're
shit in our
taking
mouths
this
that
out
we're
of
not saying.
context.
No, you
No
guys
one
are
said you were
so-
MAGA, dude. He literally means Homelander is like.
I'm just
No.
I'm just saying you worship
I'm not-
Homelander so much
No,
that
I would
you
say the best, like most compelling characters are like not necessarily Maeve. From a writing standpoint, it's definitely Homelander, Butcher, Huey.
yeah, but that doesn't. I'm not talking about character development. I'm talking
I'm
about
talking
power.
about character development.
I'm talking about power. That you're.
Oh,
That's what
yeah.
you're confusing. You're
I don't
just
think Maeve's
completely-
that powerful. It doesn't add up.
It doesn't matter what you think because she goes toe to toe with the biggest fists in the show.
Yeah.
I don't know what your argument is. She's a force to be
My argument is
reckoned
that I
with.
feel like she should have got fucked up more.
She
I'm surprised that she can go toe to toe.
I agree that she held back, but she's
So
like
he-
you tried to say she wasn't stronger than Kimiko. You know what I mean?
I thought
She's
Kimiko
Wonder
was stronger.
Woman.
I thought that was a canonical thing, honestly. Especially because Kimiko in the first season rips people in half with her bare hands.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure of the power levels in the show. I
That's
thought
all I'm
Starlight was
talking about
stronger too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but time out. Like, before you start jumping down my throat, you cocksuckers, I'm confused about the power levels too, and I'm going to like bandwagon off that for 1 second. In the scene where Huey turns up the lights and all the power in the studio,
That's what I mean. Yeah,
and you see Starlight go Super Saiyan, right? And she
yeah.
blasts Soldier Boy back, and he gets right up. I was like, oh, that was kind of for nothing.
Yeah, and also every time
That's all I'm talking about. Is the
Starlight-
power levels in here. I thought Homelander would like be like way more than Maeve.
I get what you're saying. And also this season, Starlight never like did anything. Like anytime something was about to happen, she just glowed her eyes. And also, if
Cody.
that was her against Soldier Boy and she needed the lights turned up, what was she going to do? Like, that's why I'm
Against
very confused about
Homelander.
power levels on top of that. Like, it doesn't ever really, it's
Thank
just
you.
whatever they
My
want to happen,
issue
which is comics.
more of a
It's-
power level issue, not a whatever Cody was trying to flip it on about.
Well, either way,
some
I feel like-
political social issue. That
What? No one was even talking about that.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. You have no idea what I was saying. I wasn't saying
Well, then we're-
anything
you know,
MAGA.
we're-
I was just
we're
saying
better.
you were sucking his dick.
also
That's
don't mind his
all.
dick. Sorry, I like good characters.
I wasn't. Oh my god. You're not even understanding what I'm trying to say. You're so dense this episode and argumentative.
Am I? Maybe I am. I don't know. I thought you guys would be on my level, so I'm disappointed that you're not.
And
What level? What are you disappointed in?
Appreciating some of the, I don't know, the actual like.
no, I think it's great. But for some
Writing,
reason, you're taking everything
pathos.
so defensively.
Pathos.
Yeah, pathos, the pathos of characters.
The show has a
Yeah.
lot of that. I thought Mother's Milk's arc was
Mother's
really
Milk,
cool.
Yeah.
I liked his
Yeah.
arc this season.
Mother's Milk arc was really cool, and A-Train's arc was
Yep.
really cool.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Every character had a really fleshed out story this season.
Kimiko's story was the best.
Kimiko's
this
was
season.
great as
Kimiko's
well.
was
Yeah,
cool.
I loved everyone's. I loved how it all came together. Like Jake, we love this season and the show just as much as
Yeah.
you do.
Whoa,
I think Homelander's a great character too. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure what you're mad at.
Mad at you guys aren't sucking his dick too.
Listen, I
Dude,
said Huey.
Who's Cody this season? Who's Cody?
Can you be Mother's Milk or that doesn't make
No.
sense either?
Cody's not Mother's Milk. Why are you giving him characters that he's not?
Who
Jake,
would
you're
I be?
A-Train.
I'm A-Train. I'll be A-Train. I would say, Cody, because of your Hawaiian shirt, you're kind of like Butcher.
I'll take Butcher.
Cody's
But
a
you're-
butcher, yeah.
But
He's not
you're,
mean.
You're Butcher Frenchie mix because Frenchie's a big drug user. You like to use drugs.
Dude, I haven't done really hard drugs in a long time. Unless you like, I've done psychedelics.
Okay, so I'll
but
ignore the entire friendship that we've ever had together.
I'm just saying it's been I haven't done blow in 2 years.
I'm not saying that. I just meant like, okay, so we didn't just talk about a DMT orgy like 2 weeks ago.
DMT orgy. Come on, man. Listen to the Saga episode for more.
You're like, nah, dude, I'm a reformed man. I do nothing now. I would say, yeah, Cody, you have Frenchie /
Butcher. I'll take that.
Vibes, yeah.
I'll take that. I take it. I accept it.
Anthony, you have Huey and Ashley vibes.
Jake really did come out for blood this episode. He said Ashley vibes.
Ashley vibes.
We're gonna Jake's definitely Homelander Soldier Boy vibes. If we're giving 2,
Am I? No.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm just fucking. That was a funny joke. No, all right, well.
No, it was. It was funny. Yeah.
Andy doesn't like it. He's not laughing.
Nope.
Oh.
He said nope. I would give Anthony. Definitely give him.
I accept Huey. I accept
Yeah,
Huey.
he's just a solid Huey.
See, I was also thinking Frenchie just because he's like the tech guy too. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of the tech guy of the group. Also, baldish.
Yeah.
That's why I said
true.
Ashley, because she's bald.
Oh yeah, okay. Now I see the connection there. And she, yeah.
Oh no, you're Ashley's a coward. You're not a coward.
I like what she did at the very end though, where she deleted the video footage of Maeve. Like she's a Maeve stan, so she actually like protected her. I thought that was pretty brave.
Oh,
Her one like brave moment.
I didn't even see that. She deleted the footage of her escaping, or what?
Yeah. At the end.
One of the
That's
IT
why they
people,
announced that she's dead.
Yep.
Okay.
Like there was like security cam footage of Mother's Milk grabbing Maeve and throwing her in their van to like, send her off. And Ashley's looking at it with the IT person and you see her delete it.
Other Ashley.
Oh, they're both called Ashley?
Yeah. Her assistant's name is Ashley also.
Oh. No, so then it's not her assistant. It's just the IT.
I thought it was her assistant. I'm pretty sure it's her assistant.
No, because it's the one that works that, you only really see her when the Deep goes to the IT department and he's like, he just like fucks it up. And then does he call them his guppies or he just has fish or something?
His guppies.
Or his angel fish or something.
Yeah, he calls them his angel fish. He's like, that's what IT people.
Yeah.
I like the Deep, dude. He's so pathetic.
Yeah, I love to hate him.
Yeah, you love to hate him. He's such a sniving little
he's like
ass
even though he's a Aquaman character, he gives off big Toad vibes.
Toad, yeah.
Yeah, he's he's a little underling.
That'd be interesting to see like the Deep in the future. He like mutates into like some sort of.
I mean, all the characters like, dude, A-Train sold out that Sonic dude to Homelander and he got murdered.
Yeah, that was bullshit. Bullshit. A-Train.
A-Train isn't 100% good, though. I'll be honest. I do love the scene where he kills Blue Hawk and he drags him at super speed.
Yeah,
that's fucking cool.
I love that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, so there were some cool deaths and some important
the whole
things
show
happened.
Is awesome. And A-Train is actually one of my favorite characters. I think he had one of the strongest story arcs this season.
I agree.
His character developed a shit ton.
And for real, his did. The Deep's didn't, but he's so funny.
But the Deep's has been progressing. He's kind of the Theon Greyjoy of the boys.
Yeah, he's climbing the ranks.
Oh, he is the Theon Greyjoy.
The Theon Greyjoy of the boys.
And he fucking murdered the soon-to-be vice president. So he committed some high-level, felony shit.
Murder, assassination, dude.
Yeah.
What about Victoria Newman? How'd you guys like her?
Dude, I like her.
She's cool. She's OP. Do you think Homelander could really stop her? That's a good question about powers.
So time out. In the scene where he goes to her apartment, he was like, you could try your little head thingy. He says this to her, but if it doesn't kill me, I'm going to murder your daughter in front of you so you can watch, and then I'll murder you. So it's like that also. That's what I mean is like, you don't really know what the limits of Homelander's power level is. You know what I mean? Because what if she does try it and it doesn't pop his head? He's just like, oh, well, now I'm going to murder you. And so she even chooses not to. She forms an alliance with him. So dude, the two of them together, oh my God.
No, and we saw that now she's going to be running for vice president. So
yeah. And she also gives Homelander that note in the farm and says, I'm offering that our relationship be transactional.
Yeah.
So you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So they're working together. It's like AOC working with Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
No, it really is.
Probably what happened.
But I love, which also goes to all of this reminds me though, Maeve surviving means that Soldier Boy really wasn't gonna be able to kill Homelander.
Oh, because that wouldn't have taken him out. You're right. That's a good point.
Homelander wouldn't have been able to kill Soldier.
Because if that's his big move, is what Cody's saying, it didn't take out Maeve, so it definitely wouldn't have taken out Homelander because Homelander could take out Maeve.
That's a good point.
That's a great point, Cody.
I didn't think about that. So Homelander or Soldier Boy can't kill Homelander.
No.
Although we did see in that fight with Maeve stabs him in the ear. He bleeds.
Yeah, that was cool because it hurt him too. He bled.
Yeah, and so that begs the question: do you have to like attack his brain, or was it like that specific weapon? It looked like just like an ice pick or something.
Yeah, because
it was like a pencil or something like that.
It was literally a pen or a pencil. It wasn't. I don't think it was anything special.
You have to like get into his head. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
wait, hold on. We have to hear me out 1 second.
Whoa.
Can we assume Soldier Boy's a little bit depowered because they got that gas on him?
Good point.
So the explosion wasn't as powerful.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Is that thinking too hard?
The explosion was way bigger than any of his other ones.
This is true.
He blew up half that was like 9/11, honestly. Like,
it was.
It was like he blew up fucking half the building.
So I don't know. I'm just trying to.
I agree with you. Yeah. So that's what I mean. Is like maybe sometimes like for me the use of powers and like because the final fight Homelander versus Maeve. Homelander is not fighting Maeve the same way he fought Soldier Boy and Butcher in that other episode. Where he like Superman style tackled Soldier Boy. You know what I mean? Like, why did he do that to Maeve?
He was holding back because his kid was there. But
it's also like, you know what I mean? So it's like, and it took 3 of them to almost beat Homelander.
Yeah. I think they would have beat him in that moment in that other episode.
Took off and floated away.
Yeah. I think they had him.
Yeah, they had him, but he got away.
It felt like such an Infinity War versus Thanos moment. You know, like it's Homelander. I guess he's like a Thanos level threat. Sure, like he's a big bad. But I just like the way they did it. Like, again, you got mad before if I say Marvel did it first. But it was a very much like, well, how else do you beat a guy that's stronger than everyone? You do have to hold his arms. Like, Marvel didn't invent that. Like, you would hold the dude's arms. But again, it did obviously bring to mind them trying to get the gauntlet off Thanos, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Because ultimately, how else do you beat Homelander? They're going to have to get whatever squad they could and do something like that.
Head off.
Yeah.
If you can. I don't even know.
Who knows? Like, see, I didn't know where the season was going. I was like, are they going to team up with Homelander to take out Soldier Boy? Or and Soldier Boy becomes a new big bad? Or is Homelander
It was cool that Butcher and Homelander laser-eyed Soldier Boy at the same time.
Yeah.
They look at each other and just like, word, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how they broke Soldier Boy's shield finally.
Yeah, they're also kind of like, by no means are they actually frenemies, but they're like enemies who tolerate one another's presence for at least for now.
Yeah, because I mean, in fact, like Homelander could just track them down and murder them.
In the first episode, remember at the end, Butcher is chilling in his apartment, and then he like looks over and Homelander is standing outside the balcony, and they have that talk. And like, it's just like, if Homelander wanted to, he could just murder Butcher right there, but he didn't. He's like, I guess you and I will fight to the end. And then like, I think he like likes the fact that he finally has a worthy adversary, and it's someone who's not even superpowered.
Right.
Yeah.
He's just a fucking like Butcher's a maniac, low key, when it comes to his methods to bringing down Homelander.
Oh yeah.
It's like a reverse. It's like a literally, I mean, it's pretty obvious, a reverse Lex Luthor Superman. Except the good guy is a human, you know, in this scenario. But I always root for Butcher, despite how big of an asshole he is, you know. Like,
no, same.
I love Butcher.
I love Butcher. I love every single character. It's even the ones that you hate, you love.
Yeah, dude, I really like.
I was gonna say Butcher is ultimately made the worst move this season, and that was when he was coming down from the Compound V, or he was on it, whatever, and the way he treated his son, or Homelander's son, Ryan, the way he treated Ryan, that set the stage for everything in the last episode. And damn, that little kid smirked. I was like, no, like I thought maybe he like went with Homelander to be like secretly helping the boys. Like, not that they know, but he's like so smart that he's like, I need to find out how my dad operates. But no, like he smirked. He's going to fuck shit up with Homelander. That's terrifying.
Yeah. I like that.
He liked that dude's head exploded.
Dude, I did too.
That's who you are. You're Ryan, Jake. You're Homelander's son. You're like, yes.
I thought that scene was awesome, and I thought it was hilarious. Fuck you, fascist! Then he zaps that guy's head. I actually thought at first it was a daydream, like in the second season. And then once I realized, because remember in the second season, there's that part where he's at the rally and he laser eyes everybody, and then he comes to and he it's just a daydream. But in this one, he actually did it, and this whole crowd starts cheering.
Yeah, and you even saw the dudes that it's so fucking heavy-handed.
It's Mother's Milk's.
But also the people dressed up like the January 6th motherfuckers. You saw,
the Buffalo guy.
Yeah, it was very obvious what it was trying to mimic, and
sure.
obviously, all right, obviously, Homelander killing someone and those people approving of it is Trump, obviously.
Of course.
So Homelander's whole thing is that he's a superpowered Donald Trump.
Right, exactly. That's why it's so interesting that Butcher even teams up. The imagery of them teaming up to get rid of Soldier Boy, there's something going on there.
I agree with that, but I just want to argue one point because there's a scene there's actually two scenes that disprove at least one thing. Okay. I think he's a superpowered Donald Trump, whatever. There's two scenes that prove that Homelander is actually not a white supremacist, though. He is a super supremacist. He's a superpowered supremacist. But he's not a white supremacist. There's a scene in season 2.
Right, where
Stormfront is talking to Ryan and she's kneeling down, and Homelander's standing right there. She's like, "Oh, you're part of the pure Aryan white race." And the camera goes to Homelander's face and he literally goes like that. He's like, "What?"
Yeah,
and then
what
this
the fuck?
season, when Stormfront is in her bed, she starts speaking about the purebred, white Aryan race or the master race. And Homelander does the same thing, and this time he's like master race. He's like, I'm the master race. It has nothing to do with being white. It has to do with being superpowered.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that because that to me is a little bit like Magneto vibes. You know what I mean? Magneto doesn't care about black or white. He cares about whether you're a mutant or human.
Yeah.
I kind of like that, to be honest. I'm just like,
he's
nice.
Above racism, but not for a great reason.
Exactly. Literally, he's above racism, but by no means for the best. The best way.
Actually, be racist is better.
Just be a racist. You might be.
Don't
better.
hate a whole fucking species.
Yeah. So I think that's cool, and it just makes him that much more of a threat. It's like Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also cool because he doesn't. I mean, he could literally just take.
He could take over. He could just take over.
Yeah. Or he could kill everyone.
But
he needs
that. He'd probably do a lot of damage to planet Earth.
He needs that love and
that's
attention.
The thing, yeah.
It's the thing he never got as a child.
Right.
That he craves. In that way, dude, the show, especially with Butcher and his little brother and his brother's suicide, dude, this show hits on mental health issues and really deep themes, man.
Yeah, when Butcher gets trapped in that endless nightmare,
that
was good.
Mindfuckler or something?
Mindfuckler. I don't know his name. Yeah.
Mastermind.
There we go.
I
Yeah.
think it was Mastermind. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. That might be an X-Men villain.
And then the Red Countess or whatever.
Payback, right? That was the name of their team, Payback, or the Paybacks, something like that.
Dude, I love when Homelander kills the mind dude and he has that knife in his eye when they're in the woods, and then he
oh, you mean Soldier Boy?
Soldier Boy, yeah, sorry. And then bashes his head in with the shield.
Yeah,
that's so fucked up,
dude. Yeah, I love the graphic murdering, honestly.
Me too. Big fan of the hyper violence of it all.
Yeah,
it's brutal. It's like Invincible brought to life times 10.
Yeah, that's some of the best things about The Boys is that it's so sometimes it's so brutal that I laugh, and it's just damn. There's parts in this season where Billy Butcher is fucking someone up and then his eyes get really wide and it's just blood on his face and it's just he's in a frenzy. It's kind of cool.
Did you guys peep at the end of Herogasm? It's right before they get in a fight, but Soldier Boy walks and he steps on termite.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, dude. I was like, Jesus.
Guess he's not coming back.
Dude, but that fight is sick between him, Soldier Boy, Butcher, and Huey. I
really like that fight.
It's a great fight.
The show does a great job with action sequences.
Yeah.
Yep.
Honestly, their superhero fights are kind of better than Disney Plus.
Exactly.
Oh, there's not
Like,
a
way
single
better, to be honest.
there's not a single Marvel show that or
Touches.
TV show that even touches any of this.
No, that's the thing. I completely agree. I think The Boys season 3 is the best. The Boys is the best right now. All shows, all Marvel shows. It doesn't need to be a superhero show. The Boys is kicking ass right now.
Yeah.
I mean, Stranger Things was awesome, but I think
I still haven't watched
I
it.
didn't
all.
watch it. I'm not going to watch it.
boo.
I'm in the middle of watching
I
it.
never watched past the second season. In fact, I'm not even sure if I finished the second season. It stopped being like good to me.
Season 4 is just so much better than those 2 and 3.
That's what I've heard, but I don't know if I'm gonna like try and catch up and keep up.
Yeah. So how many Joe Peasies?
6.
6, easily 6.
That's a 6 from this season.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'd even give the whole series so far a 6.
Oh yeah, I'd give the whole series a 6 so far, easily.
Yeah, but
First
this is
3
by far the
seasons.
best season of the show, I would
I
say.
agree, and I actually I felt that way about the second season when I watched it. And now I felt this way about the third season, and I was like, "This is the best season, hands down."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Actually, time out before we going back to dude, I love when they did the fucking Kylie Jenner Pepsi commercial, but with A-Train and the energy
Oh,
drink.
yeah.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That shit, and the same thing when they all sang the "Imagine all the people."
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I was
Dude, they
dying
had
at that
legit
part.
celebrities like Patton
Yeah.
Oswalt and
Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis.
Jeremy Lee Curtis, Ron Reynolds, Elizabeth Banks,
Yeah.
Kumail, what's his name? The comedian.
Oh, Kumail Nanjiani. Yeah.
Dude, that was hilarious. So this show
Kingo
doesn't-
himself showed up on the
Kingo
Boys.
himself. the legend.
Yeah.
Well, this is a strange episode.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I think they were just misunderstanding.
The most confrontational episode of Comics and Chronic yet.
I disagree with
Yeah.
that because in the end, we all agree.
See, I disagree with that.
I didn't see the irony until I said it. I don't know, but we all voted it a 6. We all gave it a 6.
That's what we were. If only you just.
I can't wait till you go back and hear how
I think
unhinged
you
and-
guys are unhinged. I don't know. I think
you just don't.
You're just on a different vibe tonight.
Yeah.
am I?
Thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for listening. This is a good. We'll be back at some point with stuff.
Stuff.
Oh, Soprano Summer coming up.
Yes.
End of
Yes.
July.
Yeah.
Yes. We're doing Soprano Summer. If you haven't heard,
Yeah.
we're doing an episode from each season. That's what we're going to be doing for a little
In
while.
fact,
Next,
I'll list out the episodes real quick for
Oh.
you guys.
look at that. What a nice
Shit.
guy.
So you should definitely check out season 1, episode 8, The Legend of Tennessee Multisanti. Season 2, episode 4, Commendatory. Season 3, episode 6, University. Season 4, episode 6, Everybody Hurts. Season 5, episode 12, Long-Term Parking. Season 6A, episode 1, Members Only. And of course, season 6B, episode 9, Made in America. Those will be the episodes that we watch. Check them out. Let us know what you think.
Nice.
And also, R.I.P. Paulie Walnuts, Tony Sirius.
Yeah, seriously.
R.I.P. Big Polly.
You know what? That's why I'm such an agitated mood. Sorry that 2 of my icons, James Caan and Tony Sirico, died within a week of each other. Anthony, Cody. Sorry that I care
Hey,
more.
we
about
were all sad
pets.
about Polly.
I'm sadder than me.
I didn't even know what happened until you told us.
Dude, it honestly, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, damn. Paulie, the OG himself. So,
Yeah.
if
R.I.P.
my energy is coming from anywhere, it's coming from the mourning of heroes and James Caan, aka Sonny Corleone in The Godfather.
Yeah.
And Tim Sale. Fucking Tim Sale.
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck, that sucks. Also,
Who's in
Yeah,
everybody out here.
we're getting a lot of stinky news.
yeah. Sorry, I don't handle stinky news that well.
Well,
Sounds like people were jealous of me getting a blowjob while recording a podcast. That's what this sounds like. Haterade.
no. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We love you. Peace.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.